Now, when last did you communicate with Clive? I mean, what do you know about sort of his last few days and months?
I spoke to him a few months ago, a couple of times on the phone, a couple of months ago, and always when I was in Joburg and around cricket events, he was often there and spent time together and chatting and what have you. So it's been a long battle, and he's. My understanding is that he's had the cancer in a number of areas, and then obviously had the brain tumor that was diagnosed, I think, in Feb, and then he travelled to India, to Bangalore, to have this sort of groundbreaking treatment, and it sounded like everything had sort of turned the corner, and things were looking up for him, and so it came as a huge shock this morning.
And in a coaching capacity, what kind of impression will he leave on the game?
Oh, a massive impression. I think you can just, nowadays we have the I suppose the advantage of social media, and you go onto social media today and you just hear, just the general public, people he played with and against, the incredible respect you see on Twitter, guys who he captained Nottinghamshire, the county championship a good few years ago, and it was the first time they'd won since 1929, the county championship in the UK, and guys he played with in those teams are on Twitter, and everybody just devastated by his death.
And Craig, where was he in terms of sort of a cricket transformation? Obviously, he played in a time that was very exclusive. How involved was he in sort of transforming the game?
Look, I think that obviously right at the end of his career, he played on that tour to India, which was our return to international cricket, and incredible experience that was, because we literally found out, I think about 3 or 4 days before, that we were going to tour India, picked the team, he was captain, and he never had the opportunity to really move the game forward. The thing with Ricey was he was always exceptionally honest about everything that involved cricket, and he said it the way it was. And I think Mike Proctor was quoted this morning saying he always knew where you stood with Ricey. And I think Ricey was a man of great principles. And I think that he never really had the opportunity to transform the game because it came at the end of his career, and he's never gone into coaching, and he's never really gone into administration. I know he managed the Nottinghamshire side for a while, so probably didn't really have that opportunity, but he was always a guy who thought very, very deeply about the game, and I think he influenced a lot of people just in his own quiet way by getting up alongside them and talking about the game of cricket. And I think that post his career, that's what he'll be remembered for.
Because I know I'm sure there'll be the detractors and people out there that will sort of associate a bit of negativity with a name like Clive Rice, and do his records still stand? I mean, I know that there was that sort of debate around some of Graham Pollock's records. Are there really records if it was, it wasn't an inclusive game?
Yeah,
what do you say to that?
It'll be a discussion that goes on forever. All I can say, with everything said and done, I suppose I had the great opportunity of playing in an era of sort of pre-isolation or pre-return to international cricket and post-return, and that cricket was as hard as any cricket I ever played. Was that time before South Africa got back into international cricket, and it might have been segregated, which was very sad for this country. But just the cricket that was played at that level was of the highest level. So for people to dispute his ability as a cricketer and his stature as a person is being unfair to the memory.